Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Hippity fucking hoppity. Hippity hoppity, hippity How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Happy Easter. Yep. It's time. It's time to talk and it's time to look at the resurrection today. Because I was thinking, I got a lot of this Easter stuff. I was watching the Ten Commandments comes on TV. I mean, I thought that's an Easter. Sometimes that's a Christmas thing. The Ten Commandments is up. I got my Easter Aloha shirt because family's going to come over about 11 a.m. I'm going to run. And, there's the little Easter eggs. I got the Easter egg here I got is my only little plastic egg is the glow in the dark. It's the glow in the dark putty. Yeah, but Jesus rose from the dead. What does that mean? What is the resurrection? Well, for authority, I'm going to go for the Catechism. This is what the Roman Catholic Church teaches. If it doesn't teach that, that's heresy. It's like, oh no, we don't teach that. That means it's heresy. That's all that means. But this is what it actually teaches. This was put out by John Paul II, Saint John Paul II, the Pope. And this is put out in 2002 or something? 2001? Something like that. I don't know. And it's got all the categories. So, let's take a look at what it means to rise from the dead. It's a good thing. Okay, this one is this is in Catechism. This is like 997. That's how they're ordered up here. 997 if you got this CCC thing. That's what it is. CCC 997. What is rising? In death, the separation of the soul from the body, the human body decays and the soul goes to meet God while waiting its reunion with its glorified body. God, in all his mighty power, will definitely grant incorruptible life to our bodies by
reuniting them
with our souls through the power of Jesus' resurrection. Easter. Who will rise? All the dead will rise. Quote, those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of judgment. Oh gosh. Oh no. All the dead are gonna come up.
All the dead are going to come up.
That's the last day. That's what they call it, Judgment Day. The dead will rise. Christ first, but dead will rise. But let's check a little bit earlier in this. It's the you just get nervous. Oh, praise Jesus, thank you. Okay. Okay. Here we go. 991. Belief in the resurrection of the dead has been an essential element of the Christian faith from its beginnings. The confidence of the Christian is the resurrection of the dead. Believing this, we live. How can some of you say that there is no resurrection of the dead? But if there is no resurrection of the dead, then Christ has not been raised. If Christ has not been raised, then our preaching is in vain and your faith is in vain. But in fact, Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who've fallen asleep.
So,
I am the resurrection and the life. When Jesus says that, it's like, okay. The King of the universe will rise up to an everlasting renewal of life because we have died for the laws, but we have died for advantage. We firmly believe that, hence we hope that, just as Christ is truly risen from the dead and lives forever, so that after death, the righteous will live forever with the risen Christ, and he will raise them up on the last day. Our resurrection, like his own, will be the work of the most holy Trinity. Okay, we better stop there because I'm going to get lost in this. It's kind of complicated, I guess. So, the interesting thing is, it's the glorified body. So when Jesus is risen from the dead, he makes kind of an appearance in different places. Like he appears to the apostles, and they're all huddled in that room, and they're scared because their leader was just killed in the most horrific fashion, and they ran scared. They bolted themselves inside a room. They're locked in the little room, like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Because they didn't expect that to happen. They really did not expect. They thought, well, he does miracles, so he's going to miracle out of that, right? So they didn't expect that to happen. So they're scared. And he makes an appearance to them. He makes an appearance to people in front of the empty tomb. He makes an appearance of people on the road to Aeneas, I think. They're walking down the road talking about, oh my gosh, this is what just happened. And then this stranger walks up. A stranger. Because most of the people that saw at first the resurrected Jesus, they didn't recognize him. I mean, they knew him that well, they didn't recognize him. They're like, yeah, didn't you hear what happened? They're walking down the road. What, did you hear what just happened? What are you talking about? What you guys talking about? Oh, it's interesting. They didn't recognize him. And when he went into the room, he went through the walls. That's the point I was trying to get to. There's no barriers to the glorified body. It has some type of walk through walls of something going on with that resurrected body. It's different. So it's not just like, Lazarus come back from the dead, unwrap me. It's something about the glorified body. So anyways, that's Happy Easter. That's the resurrection stuff. And that's something I wanted to point out. And in news for today, for Honolulu, Hawaii news. Oh. See? Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Just real quick. Oh, just a second. Okay. Pressing the wrong buttons. To the news. Yeah, look at this. It's rent to own, push, praised, panned. I don't know. Department of Homeland, I don't know. The rent to own, push, praised, panned. They're having problems with that, trying to make housing with, Hawaiian folk on the big long list. And HCA emerges from logistics catchers. I don't know. This is kind of boring. After I just spoke, all the dead will rise, and everyone's going to be in their houses. And there's the Easter Bunny. That hippity hoppity. Happy Easter. Easter Bunny's got a high five from Passerby's Week. Pro Ridge. See if it went to Pro Ridge, you find out what happened to the Easter Bunny. Someone comes over to ask my mom. One of my mom's helpers. They come over and like, what's up with the Easter Bunny? I don't understand. The UH volleyball, they win. Fans stood and applauded, required as Here's Spiros. He came out. He's like, my knee's still injured. I can't play unless you want me to start whacking the ball with these crutches. No, he's like the hero. You go, oh gosh. But they won off Santa Barbara, and in Santa Barbara, they have all their banners, like the past years in the banners of their thing. They won this year, they won this year, and they didn't. Actually, UH won. A lot of it because of this guy, but they won anyways without that guy. So, just maybe just calm down. Remember relax remember 1984 when you want to relax, you just kind of hike up to the mountaintop and haul up a giant cross. It's all stormy out there too. This is in time for Good Friday. Kamehameha School students erected a 30-foot cross at National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, which has been traditional for 64 years. Sunrise services will be held there Easter Sunday. Wait, so every year they put up the cross? I don't. Hoist it up there. All the dead will rise. Okay, that's spooky. Stop it. Yeah, Easter Bunny. Now that I know why they have Easter bunnies, all the dead will rise. It's kind of scary, actually. No, it's a good thing. I mean, I get theological now. But if you believe, it's a believer thing. Boeing. Yeah, Alaska Airlines is taking over. I'm lost. Ecotourism. Oh, I know why I'm lost. It's Sunday paper. Insight. It's in here somewhere. Keeping the ties that bind. Why are more Americans dying alone?
Because all the dead will rise.
I don't know. Oh, here we go. Meet the author, book signing. Trump selling Bibles. That's a typical thing about people who are like, this kind of greedy entrepreneur thing. Just take stuff that's not copyrighted and sell it again because it doesn't have a copyright. Because Bibles don't have a copyright. Unless you have a specific version or something. Anyways, just meet the author. He considers himself a little too much with that narcissistic vanity.
Thou shalt not take the Lord God's name in vain.
All right, enough of that. What do we care about here? If you care about the planet, vote for Biden. Okay. How about the pot smell? We've been following that for a little bit. Pot smell, small price to pay for benefits. The letter about the smell of pot smelling like human waste was hilarious, considering that cigarette smoke smells like toe jam. This is how you write a letter. Rising a stink over the recreational pot debate site article, March 14th. Over the past 100 years, we've all get used to the stale, lingering stench that forever stayed on people's clothes, hair, and breath. Not to mention the health concerns from secondhand smoke. All these anti-pot people will look for anything to complain about, but they have no problem with the illegally dispensed opioids that have created a health crisis in America. I think dealing with a bad smell is a very small price to pay for a substance that naturally helps with pain and calms people's minds. The only real issue is getting the munchies. Kip Anderson, Salt Lake. That's the issue. Getting the munchies. Oh, thank you. Man, thank you, Kip. There it is. He pointed out the big drawback of marijuana smoking. Yeah, munchies. Yeah. Because, eating too much junk food, that's dangerous. Trust me. I can't help it. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Anyways, happy Easter. Have a great time. Hope everything is wonderful. And, have a happy Easter. This is Easter sunrise for you. Easter sunrise. That's just today. Okay.